The Immaculate Heart of Mary Daycare Center in Rossignol is celebrating its 4th anniversary. More from Shanice Beckles.
Here we are, all together as we sing our song, joyfully. Here we are, join together as we pray, we'll always be.
The Immaculate Heart of Mary Daycare Center, Rossignol, West Coast Berbice, on Wednesday held a Thanksgiving service in observance of the 1-year anniversary of the center. In attendance at the service was guest speaker Mistress Sita Nagamutu, Miss Anne Green of Child Protection Services, ministers from the Church of Ascension, the Sisters of Charity, part of Mother Teresa's group, staff, parents, and pupils of the daycare. Father Albert Lardo delivered the sermon.
To become a little more mature, please come out of your childhood to adulthood. And in the gospel reading we heard, the mother-in-law of St. Peter, after being healed by Jesus, got up from the bed and showed the discipleship of Jesus. Now what is discipleship of Jesus? Discipleship of Jesus calls us to be servants in His mission. Now, although she was sick, the moment she was healed by Jesus, gets up and serves Jesus and the fellow human beings who were there. Much better than even her son-in-law, St. Peter. Peter couldn't understand the real meaning of discipleship, but the mother-in-law understood. She showed how to love the people by serving. In the Gospels we know many times we find inner circles of Jesus and outer circles of Jesus. Most of the time we find the people who never belonged to Jesus understood Jesus in a better way.
The children were then blessed and communion given.
Let us enter into covenant with Christ, celebrating the Eucharist of love. Take a little bread and wine, lift up the chalice.
Ms. Nagamutu in her address explained that family plays an important role in a child's education.
Family is the first school of our children, and parents are powerful. And do you know that the involvement of parents predicts whether or not a child would love education and become an early success? Well, we'll talk a little about that. I would like to thank again the school administrators and teachers for inviting me to celebrate with them today. It is indeed a pleasure to be among all of you here today because it sends a strong message that you care about the education and future of your children. The first 5 years, I must let you know that the first 5 years of your child's life can determine how the remainder of their lives turn out in the future.
She explained that she understands the struggle sometimes faced with being a parent.
And as a parent myself and an educator, I understand firsthand the importance of a parent's role in education and in the education of their child or their children. I understand firsthand what it takes to educate our children. I also understand the struggles we as parents go through with everyday life of providing the basic needs such as food and clothing for our children. Sometimes education could take a seat on the back burner when we lack resources for books, snacks, or transportation, and so many other things.
There was then the presentation of gifts to the children, staff, and guests, including Mistress Nagamutu, followed by the cutting of a cake. Shanice Beckles reporting for Channel 8 News.